Welcome back to Live What You Love. Today I'm out here at Waco Bowman in Waco, Texas. We're going to be running a test with the Matthews Lift 33. So we've got two types of arrows, and these are same types of shafts, both gold tips, right? Gold tips over here, gold tips over here. Now, you probably noticed one is vanes, one is feathers. And also, if I line up the bottom, you can see that the vanes are a little bit longer. So with that extra bit of length, you're gonna get a little bit more weight. So these weigh 433 grains. Keep that in your head, 433. And the feathers weigh 408 or 409 grains. It's right in that area, right? So you've got about 24 more grains on this side. I'm curious as to if I shoot a grouping with the feathers or with the vanes, how are they gonna hit? Common sense, you would originally think, okay, the 433 weighs more, so it's gonna hit lower, like on the target. So if I shot a perfect group with the feathers, it would hit. And then if I shot a perfect group with the vanes, it would hit here, right? And obviously from 20 yards, that's not the case. They'd be like right stacked up against each other. I'm back at 65, so hopefully that's far enough back so that we'll be able to see a noticeable difference. Also, just kind of a side note, I started out as a trad bow guy. A lot of you guys know that I like to make bows and carve them and cut down the trees, and that's how I started out. So feathers is kind of what I'm used to. That's like, if you try to shoot vanes out of a self bow or something like that, it's gonna come out really wonky. So part of me is wondering not just how the impact is gonna be high, or like which one hits high, which one hits low, which drop in the comments and drop your initial hypothesis, and then at the end of the video, edit your comment and put like a close parentheses, and then say if you were right, if you were wrong, what made you kind of sway one way or the other. That would be fun. I like feathers more. I think they look cooler. I think they sound cooler. I think they're kind of more pleasing texture-wise. So yeah, I'm very curious to see if there's a noticeable reason that we can figure out for why everybody has just gone vanes so hard. But let's see. So we're gonna be shooting from here. The 65-yard marker is right there. I've got my bow. We're doing the Matthews Lift 33. Great bow, no complaints. I've got gas strings on here. I've got the Trophy Ridge, One React Pro, and like I said, we're shooting gold tip hunters for all the different arrows, regardless of if they have vanes or feathers. We've got the markers set at about 65. Let's take some shots. So, I'm not super concerned if I hit directly in the center of that, of the bullseye. I'm just concerned about shooting a group, taking note of where it is. So I'm gonna shoot a group of vanes, take note of where it is. We're gonna come back, shoot a group of feathers, and see where the difference in impact is. Hopefully I can group them tight enough so that we can get a good conclusion. First shot of the day, by the way. I'm doing this because it's pretty hot here. And once I start sweating, it's a lot harder to keep that steady anchor when your knuckles and your hands are sliding all over your face because you're sweating like a pig. Shot one, feathers. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go see how we did. So we've got these two pretty much same location, this one. So we got a group of 4 here, and I think I had 2 flyers. So we're kind of gonna ignore these. I think the ones that hit up here, I just kind of pulled. First shots of the day, you know? So with those, we were hitting a little bit low. We're going to vanes now. See, the sight is in the exact same position that it was. And I'm not sweaty yet, so anchor should be pretty consistent. Okay. 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 Last one felt good. I feel like 7 through 12 it's a better group, hopefully. Felt that way. Go get them. So, much better grouping. About a 4-inch group from 60, which is great. Maybe, yeah, it's about 4.5 inches. I've got 3 right in the heart. So I would say our average with vanes for the first end, right there. Now, hopefully we can get a real consistent, I feel like I'm kind of warming up. Hopefully we can get a real consistent second round with the feathers so that we can get some good results. First end of feathers was a little lower than the vanes. So kind of semi counterintuitive because the vanes do weigh 433 and these weigh just under 410. All right, let's try to get some good shots. I feel like if anything, it went off a little high. We'll know soon. It definitely hit the soft spot of the target though. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, that one sounded good. Ooh, that one made a terrible noise. It's almost like the feather caught too much wind. No, that one shouldn't even count. That one went off like way early. Let's go see. So I would say this one, omit, because that's just an outlier, omit. Seems like 4 of them are right at the bottom here. So I think that group average was right there. I'm gonna do picture in picture for where I did the grouping with the vanes, which I think was right here. And it was hitting higher by about 2 to 3 inches. So a bit of an opposite of what you would think. I have my own reasons for thinking why it's doing this. I want you to drop in the comments why you think it is. And towards the end of the video, we'll talk about it. Round 2, vanes. See how we're hitting. Okay. Felt a little wobbly over that one, not gonna lie. Okay. Okay. Man. Okay, 2. We had 3 in there last time. I'd still say the average is pretty much dead center. So I think this group average would have been about right there, top of the middle circle. Oh, if you guys see the shirt, LWYL, live what you love. Now on the back, we got the logo. The Live What You Love merch shop is officially open. We've got shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, we've got mugs, we've got stickers, all of which come in a variety of color and design. Now, if you want to support the channel, the best way is by far visiting that shop and making a purchase either for yourself or for a loved one. You can access the shop via the top comment or my YouTube homepage. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And as always, live what you love. Just for testing's sake, We scooted back to 100. If anything, it's just going to cause a bigger gap between the vanes and feathers. We're expecting vanes to hit high, and we're expecting feathers to hit lower. Now, because our intermediate hypothesis is that the drag force on the feathers is causing them to slow down, even though the feathers weigh less, or the feathered arrows weigh less. I'm actually going to open up with vanes, because I want to make sure we're semi on. 70, 80, 90, 100. 100 will be right at the bottom there. I don't really have a sight tape. I have that One React Pro, the React technology, where you kind of like do a screw and it will spread out all your pins and enlarge. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Right at 100. I'm gonna shoot 3. Hopefully all of them contact. Come on. Yep. So that was right at 100. So that means my React technology, look, check it out. It means this is wrong. The little slider thing. I need to change the screw right there. But for right now, I'm just gonna move the needle up a little bit to like 95 on the slider. And we'll see if the shot sticks. So I felt really good over that shot. Felt steady, felt, yeah, like, I thought that was gonna be a gem. See if 95 is money. That might be perfect. Like, no lie. My pin was right in there when I released. Not bad. I'm pretty sure 1's dead center, 2 is probably a little off. That sounded so good. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the center too. I'm just gonna shoot until I shoot a crappy one. I'll take a break before I shoot the feathers so that I actually give it like a fair draw. Yeah, that was the first one that I didn't feel good on. I was doing this with my pin. I didn't like that. So that means take a break before you shoot your feathers. I've got my phone battery kind of running down there, and I don't want my phone to overheat and not catch the shot. So I'm just gonna go for it. I feel like on the perfect shots, the ones that I felt really good on the 100, I'm gonna go off those. And obviously we have the outlier at the end where it didn't feel good. I'll tell you how these feel. Hopefully we can get at least 2 or 3 feeling pretty good, and we'll base our group location on that. Dude. I got 1 more feather and 1 more vane, so I'll shoot them both. Oh, it felt all right. Okay, I'm gonna run down there. We'll probably form our final conclusions on this camera whenever I come back. Just give me just a sec, go collect some arrows. Say average for this one is probably right here. Versus feathers, where it was down here. So, went down, pulled them. The feathers, even though they do weigh less, there's way more drag force. So there was about that much of a difference in impacts on the average of the arrows with vanes and on the average with arrows with feathers. So I guess that's the main reason that they did away with feathers, is because while we're thinking about drag, it'd be almost like putting too much helical on a vane and then slowing it down and having it parachute. It's kind of the same thing. Also, if you look at the side profile, that's a lot of area versus just this little bit. So if you have a crosswind, it's going to be affected. Your arrow is going to be affected way more if it has fletchings on it versus vanes. So in a perfect world, what I think I would do is get my bow tuned absolutely to perfection, like perfect bullet hole, and then run the smallest vanes that I could on that shaft, whatever I'm shooting the bullet holes with. And then that's what I would hunt with. That's what I would put broadheads on with. I do have a hunch that because the feathers add more drag and kind of have the same effect as having too much helical, I bet you they control broadhead flight better than vanes. That'll be a future test probably. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's all I got for you today. I know it's kind of a simple one, but I was wondering, and been kind of nursing a shoulder injury. That's why I haven't been doing very much stuff with compound. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm kind of getting back into it, but some hunts are coming soon. And just, yeah, if you enjoy the content, please be sure to like and subscribe. And last thing, always remember, live what you love.